Hey guys, so today I'm gonna be looking at things people got accused of. So yeah, let's just get right into the video. I was fighting with my brother, realized the fight was dumb, so I just went to my room. My brother decided to punch himself and blame me. My mum is yelling at me and grounding me. I can't believe you did that to your brother, blah blah blah. So I figured if I was about to get in trouble for it, I should actually do it. I turned around and actually clocked my brother in the face, to which he responded, "I can't believe she actually did that." And my mum realized he had been lying. I ended up not getting in trouble. Ooh, in his face. Oh my gosh, that's satisfying. I was accused of destroying a window at school by dropping a rock from a higher floor. Interrogated by the principal, parents were called, friends had to fund the repairs, bullied on the bus. It sucked. Found out who it was 2 years later, but by then nobody cared. That is true though, how when time goes by, nobody really cares about your embarrassing thing anymore. But that sucks, how he was bullied for something he never did. I helped a friend of my mother move when I had just turned 18 for no pay, and this lady accused me of stealing one of her guns. I booked it straight to the police department to explain the situation. When she tried to report me, they told her she was crazy, they already spoke to me, and that criminals that steal guns don't go directly to the police. Ooh, he outplayed her. Seriously. Smart thinking, smart. When I was really little, around 6, my aunt was babysitting me. My sweet dog was shedding fur. My aunt accused me of cutting her fur. She had me across her knee, saying she wouldn't spank me if I admitted it. I was sobbing uncontrollably because I loved my dog. We were the same age and she was like a second mom, and I would never do that to her. My mum came home not long after, and I do remember her being livid. Despite my issues with my mum, she never once laid a hand on me. My mum couldn't believe that her sister never comprehended that animals shed fur in clumps. What the heck? When a kid is smarter than you? Oh my gosh, that's so annoying. Because you can't even do anything as a kid because you're so small, right? And you can't even fight back. You know what I mean? You can't even throw punches and be like, it's not me, right? Oh, how dare she? That would make me pissed too. How dare she lay her hand on someone else's kid? The aunt was threatening the poor kid. She was like, "I'm not gonna spank you if you admit that you did it." Really? Is she trying to get the kid to admit to something that they've never done? That's the worst. What are you trying to do to a kid? Probably kicking my young son. I was carrying something like hot tea or soup and he went to grab me. So I put my knee out to stop him getting close to me and scalding himself. But for some reason, everyone else in the room thought I kicked him or kneed him. Very strange situation. Oh. Huh. Well, hold on. I don't know. I can see why people thought that because, you believe what you see, right? So, if I saw someone, almost kick his son or, knee his son, I'd be like, if you didn't know what they were trying to do, right? Because it's not like they were shouting out, "I'm just gonna use my foot to get my son out of the way, so don't think I'm kicking my son," I was 14 and had just started to learn how to use a digital camera. The only one I had at the time was my mum's. Sometime after my birthday, the SD card that was my mum's went missing. My dad immediately went to blame me for it, and my mum was hoping I didn't do it. After over an hour of interrogating me, we still couldn't find it. Come to find out, my mum had put it in her normal place of valuables she keeps it in. I didn't even get an apology. Wait. She forgot she put it there? This is the thing that I hate about parents not apologizing, you did something wrong. You should apologize to your kid. Are you teaching your kid to not be sorry after doing something wrong? Or what? That's the worst. I'll be so salty. Being accused of something and then they're like, "Oh, jokes. I actually found it. You didn't steal it." Jokes. Yeah, okay, bye. How could I not even say sorry? It's so easy to say sorry. Just be like, "Oh, sorry. My bad. Mummy didn't mean it. It was Mummy's fault." Is it really that hard, huh? I say that to my dog all the time, You know when you think your dog is eating something that they're not supposed to be eating and you're like, stop, what are you doing? Leave it, leave it. And then you find out they were actually just eating their own treat or something. And then I'll be like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Because she would actually leave the treat and then I'll see it and I'll be like, oh, that was your treat? I'm so sorry. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know, I'm just like a panicky person. Like if I see her chew something, I would immediately just think it's not food. Or like if I didn't give it to her, and then I'd be like, oh, you hid it when I gave it to you like 3 hours ago and now you're eating it. Oh, I'm so sorry. In 3rd grade, I walked to a convenience store with $2 and spent 20 minutes trying to decide what candy to get, picking things up and putting them back. The old lady clerk accused me of stealing and said to never come back. That was a bit problematic given it was the only gas station in my small town, and I've moved back and been living here for the last 15 years. How could you accuse someone of stealing when you don't know, you know? Like, you didn't confirm it. You didn't take it out of their pockets. You know what I mean? We lived in a townhome condo complex. My mum was fighting with the board over misused funds. When she was at work, there was a knock at our door. One of the neighbours had an emergency and asked if I could come and watch her kids while she went to the hospital. Sure. I was 16 and had been babysitting for 4 years. I spent a few hours looking after 2 cute kids, 3 and 5. I got home before my mum. We started dinner and there was a knock at the door. It was a pair of police. The mother had gone to the police station and accused me of abusing her 3-year-old child. She said that I hit her and locked her in the dryer for several hours. My mum asked the cop if he was insane. She pointed out that I was the kid who picked caterpillars off the walk and put them on the grass so people didn't step on them. She asked the cops to point out the complainant. When he pointed, my mum asked if I was crazy because that's the woman who stole funds from the condo board. Why would I go there? I said I didn't know that and that she said she had to go to the hospital immediately because her dad had had a heart attack. The cops said they would be back. They came back an hour later and said I would not need to come with them after all. Turns out Dad was alive and well. I wasn't so well after having a full-blown panic attack for an hour. Oh my gosh. Wait, so the woman planned all that? Like she lied about her dad having a heart attack to get the kid to come over and babysit, but that's really an excuse to accuse him of something so she didn't have to pay them back or something? What the heck? Some people really go to like crazy extents just to do something. Oh my gosh. Why would you do that to a kid? I love how the mum was like, how dare you accuse my child? He's the type of kid who picks caterpillars off the walk and put them on the grass. Look at how pure he is. You know, I love how the mum had to put that in. I was 9 and a Girl Scout. I was attending a Girl Scout camp and the leader accused me of throwing trash around the campsite. She made me sit in a chair in the corner of a building. I remember crying over the whole situation. For the record, I didn't throw trash around the campsite. The leader was a mean woman. So she just accused her. Just cause? Just cause? I'll be so salty. In 2nd grade, another child accused me of calling my teacher a name. No one believed me when I claimed innocence, and I got a spanking and was forced to apologize. I felt so powerless because since all the adults believed I was guilty, in effect I was. That's sad. Wife and I were asleep in bed, and when we woke up, she rolled over to get out of bed. She hit her eye on the corner of her nightstand, and it left a sick, nasty, bruised, cut black eye for about a week. I had friends asking me if I hit her, and one friend gave me the business saying it's not cool to hit your wife. That friend actually beats his wife. Oh my god, he beats his own wife? Like, swallow that advice yourself, mate. My sister once accused me of stealing her laptop that she had gotten for her birthday. My dad got all pissed and said that I probably stole it so I could sell it or something. He kept telling me to give it back and I kept saying that I didn't have it. Well, a while later, she comes out of her room holding the laptop. It turns out that it was under the bed the whole time. It just makes me mad that no one's looking for their things and just accusing people straight up, you know, like they didn't even try to look for it. What the heck? What's going through their minds? Like it goes missing and it's like, I know it's her. I would understand it if it was for clothes, you know, because, you know, sisters, they like to take each other's clothes and wear them without telling each other. Well, that's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Tell me in the comments down below what your thoughts are, and as always, thanks for watching. Hope you guys liked it, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!